What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I am your hostess, Rashid. The host, Barrick, on the other side of the fence there. Say what up to the fans.
What's up? What's up, fans? What's up? Glad to have you guys here. Appreciate your time.
All
Appreciate you
right.
listening to us.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm actually surprised that I said that correctly. He got his Supermax extension, $228 million. He was a little hesitant on that. And I guess he was, he wanted to make sure if management can actually make the right necessary moves to actually win, get them to a championship. And I think he realized that he has to make steps in terms of shooting and getting some, I'm not saying post moves, but some footwork to where he can actually, get some up and under moves and be a better scorer instead of just being strictly a downhill scorer, because that in the playoffs, they can actually easily take that away from you by zoning the paint up. All right, Barrick, man, what's your input on it, baby?
Well, basically you kind of covered it, man. I mean, right now, when Milwaukee makes sure they put this money out there, they said, listen, we're not really worrying too much about what you can do on the floor, can't do on the floor. We know what you can do. What you have been able to do is give Milwaukee, which basically had the best win-loss record in the past 2 years, and about the top seed in in the conference both 2 years, but you got knocked out at early round the last couple of years. So the bottom line is, what can we do to ensure that we go a step further? What can we do to ensure you that we are trying to do the best we can to put a team together? Because we know you're doing a lot on your own. I mean, this guy, he offensive rebounds, he blocks shots, he runs the floor well. I mean, this guy does practically everything you can ask a player to do, and he does it with a high velocity, man, ferocity. He does it every night, man. I mean, this is what you got him for. So you give this man $228.2 million for 5 years extension to show you how much you feel about him. But then we go get Drew Holiday and other players to help you out. We want to show you that we are committed to winning. So yeah, I think they did the right thing. I think it was a good move. But like you alluded to earlier, he is going to have to work on other parts of his game. He's going to have to learn how to shoot the rock past 15 feet from the basket. All right? Because in the postseason, they are going to zone up. They are going to back up off you. If you have not shown the defense that you are capable of shooting from 20 feet, from putting your head down and putting the ball on the floor and driving to the basket. Right now, let's get one thing even serious. I mean, Giannis hasn't really learned how to pass out of double teams. He just finally put that together from the corner this year. He's still learning how to pass out of defensive double teams. So you got to learn how to pass out of double teams. You got to shoot that rock at least 20 feet away from the basket. If you can do that along with what they put around him, man, Milwaukee's going to be tough the rest of the way. But I think it's a good decision.
That's going to take a lot of years for him to get to 38 to 39% three-point shooting. I think he was about 31%, I believe. It's not okay. It's decent. That's like Marcus Smart.
He's shooting 34.8% this last year. So he's getting up there. You need him to shoot about 40%, man. That's what you need him to do. You need him to shoot about 40%. Yeah, I don't need him to shoot the box for the three. I don't even do that because you got Lopez for that. What I need you to do is at least pop it from 20 to 25 feet. Get better out of passing out of double teams, because that's going to happen. All right, and when you do that, forget about it. Forget about it.
All right. So what about the additions? I guess Drew Holiday and some of these acquisitions was enough to actually convince him that they can make a championship run with this nucleus here. So what do you actually think about that?
No, I mentioned before, this is a pretty good thing to do. You got to show them what you can do within your means. They did that. That's the best thing you can do. And at the same time, you got to think about how these guys are going to help him, galvanize, how this team played on a night-to-night basis. Because let's face it, with him by himself, or with him doing the things he's done, they've been pretty good during the regular season. My guess is they'll be a lot better. But the thing is, you're not getting this team together to kind of just get past the regular season. You're getting this team together to make a better playoff run, to show him that you're committed to winning. That's the whole thing about these additions. And they did a great job from what was available. I still think they should have kept Brogdon, but I'll leave that alone. It's another day. The Bragnanovich decision trade didn't quite go through. There were some complications there, but overall, I think they did a good enough job to show Giannis that they're committed to winning.
Now, you got to look at it. Now, I don't think this team is actually going to commit. If it was all about a championship, I don't think this roster is actually going to cut it. I think it's going to be more toward. I think he should have went to Golden State. Yeah, I think if he was really truly all about winning, he would hold out another year and then go to Golden State. Because that way, I mean, he doesn't really have to be an outstanding 3-point shooter if you're playing along Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. So I think that money was just too hard to turn down, man.
Well, that in itself, but another thing that you need to understand is Giannis is cut from a different cloth as regards to other players. And what I mean by that is this. Giannis believed in something. I mentioned this to you a few days ago in a private conversation. He's about staying with one team. Yeah. He made that clear. He wanted to stay with one team. He wanted to stay committed. And like I said, we're looking at the power teams when most of these superstars hook up at certain particular cities to give themselves the best chance of winning. Giannis is not doing that. Giannis wants to remain with one team. He wants to do it all one team. He loves the city of Milwaukee, and that's where he wants to do it at.
Man, okay, yeah. I think most of the European players are like that. I mean, he's not from the States, so he wasn't. I mean, he had to work hard to get to where he was. They just have like a different kind of mentality than, let's say, your American players here. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, they are definitely. Like I said, they cut from a different kind of cloth than we are.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he basically shown the Milwaukee organization that I'm here. I mean, obviously in the forefront, he's like, I got to make a decision. I think that decision was made days before he even signed. He knows what.
Yeah. Seriously, Barrett, your mic went mute. Say that again. Repeat.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, most of these guys are cut, like I said, cut from different cloth. But I think that's what Milwaukee organization loved most about him. That's why they wanted to give him all the money, because he's shown that he cares about the city, the community, and he wanted to stay, where he was basically given an opportunity to play ball in the NBA. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. And they said, yeah, thank you for bringing notoriety and consistency, and good attention to this franchise, and in regards to that, in exchange for that, we're going to give you some money, a lot of money. So that's all it's been so far, man.
You looked at the salary cap, and you said there's still there's some room in there where they can actually still make some signings, though. Yeah,
they can still. I would say this year, but next year they can still bring some players in. And right now they look like they're going to be about $7 million underneath the cap next year. So they'll still probably be able to bring another quality player in there. Who that might be, I don't know, but who knows? It might be Alonzo Ball or somebody. You never know. I'm just throwing names out there.
Nah, he's restricted. Yeah, they'll. I mean, unless New Orleans is willing to say, "Hey, Lonzo, you suck. We're not going to re-sign you at all." I mean, they can match anything they want from Lonzo Ball, unless it's
exactly. Because I mean, he's going to be making $39 million this year, $42 million in 22, 45 in 23, and 48 in 24. So you're given a certain cap space every single year, and he does not exceed that cap space every year. So you will be able to sign some people.
All right, hopefully some key pieces, man. I like the Drew Holiday addition. It's definitely an upgrade over Eric Bledsoe. I mean, he's a great regular season player, but in the postseason, he definitely has a lot of limitations.
Yeah, I think they got better defensively too, but as a whole, I think they'll be able to make
Drew Holiday. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we'll see how this thing works and stuff. I'm looking forward to it, man.
All right, we're gonna wrap this one up over here. Please comment, like, subscribe, share it. Sharing is caring. When you share, the universe definitely shares back with you. All right.
Absolutely. All right. Peace.